everyone, and welcome back to Picture This, the Best Picture Movie Review Show that on this day wants to wish Christopher Plummer a very happy death day. My name is Alex, and with me is the one who cannot drink champagne, Jack Pinchuk.
Got some Canada Dry here instead. I wish I could drink because this is going to be a hell of a thing to watch.
Here to enlighten us on what makes this a very good movie, Matthew Chan.
Yeah, this is going to be a great show.
Here to be on the run from the Nazis with me is Adelaide Spence.
Did y'all see the new Marvel Snap background? It's so cool.
Oh, that does look cool.
It is pretty cool, actually, yeah.
And the person who once sent me a death threat via Messenger Monkey, T. Scully.
We are 72 seconds into the show, and I already want to leave.
So we watched...
This is how you kill a podcast.
How do you kill a podcast? I've been trying for minutes. Actually, you know who we should ask? Coho. Rest in peace, Rocky Reviews. So we watched The Sound of Music. And I don't really have any thoughts on it, really. I think today we should let Matthew do the leading, because I think I honestly I love to drive the whip around here, but I don't have anything. We could do the ratings, Jack. Let's just do that.
All right, I'll grab the ratings. We'll start with what Coho's rating is and what Alex's rating was originally before he lowered it half a star out of spite. 3.5 stars.
Yeah.
We'll go to Alex a little later. And we'll just go right to me. I gave it 4 stars. I like this movie quite a bit. I think the performances are all solid. I hate those puppets. Those goat puppets haunt my dreams, and I hate them.
That's the bar? That's the line for you?
No. But there are moments, there are points in this movie where it could have ended, but it keeps going, and I don't hate the fact that it keeps going, but there's 2 very natural ending points that happen earlier in the movie. Once with Maria returning to the family, it seems like this is kind of a scene where you could wrap up the movie, and then later at the wedding, but then we get the whole epilogue of them running from the Nazis and being in the singing contest, and that's all really enjoyable and fun. It just felt a little overlong. Yes, it is a classic. But
Comrade.
Overall, I don't hate the movie. I actually really like it. It's dangerously close to a 4.5 for me. So Spence, you can take it away.
Speaking of 4.5, this movie rules. It's a lot of fun. I don't have a whole lot to add because I feel like this is a point of conversation that we've had a lot about. This is just one of those movies that sort of just is in the popular culture. I know it made a fuck ton of money. I think that helps a lot. But Julie Andrews, my favorite performance of hers. I'm not going to hear any disagreement there. I think that Christopher Plummer is amazing, and we'll get to that later. This is just. There are a lot of kids who are little shits. I like all these kids, which is wild because they start like fucking assholes, and by the end, I genuinely care about all of them. This. I agree. I think the third act is a small dip because it becomes a little bit broad, but I don't think it takes away from the overall how good and enjoyable the rest of the movie is.
That's fair. And Matthew, you do have this quite high, so.
Mm-hmm. So okay. Yeah. No, I mean this is just it's one of my favorite movies of all time. I grew up watching this as a child, and I just have loved it ever since. I have a lot of strong nostalgia for it. It has a really special place in my heart because it was just a very formative piece of cinema for me. When I grew up watching it, it really I'm a musical theater person, I think, because of this movie as well. And I just I love it so much. It's just having rewatched it, it's been years since I've watched it actually, but everything is ingrained in my memory because of how much I saw it as a kid. And I just I think the movie really breezes by. I think I understand post intermission why people think it goes down but I just really like everything about it. Julie Andrews and Christopher Plummer are incredible, and I just it just fills my makes my heart feel very warm. And like I love all the children. I love like their relationships and like how just like all of a sudden, you know, she like introduces them to like music and they're all singing and dancing and all that. And I really love that. The songs are incredible. Like they're I do genuinely like every song in the musical, and I probably have more to say, but I'll give it to Scully.
That's fair. Before we hear Scully's thoughts, let's get the negativity out of the way first. Alex.
Another half star.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. I did want to take off another half star.
No.
Yeah,
Guys,
you're
you need to
right.
Stop hurting us.
Here took down
Yeah,
a full
I mean-
star.
Yeah, here's the thing. I like the color beige. I really do. Didn't really need 3 hours of it. I've forgotten all the kids' names, every single one. Christopher Plummer hated it, and so do I. No, it's okay. It's fine. It's a 3-star movie. It would have been better if they had stopped at like the wedding, or if they had stopped when she comes running back. Like these are all natural stopping points.
It's not
That if they had ended there, I would have been like, sure, 3.5, 4 stars. Let's finish watching Arsenic on Old Lace. But it just kept going, and at that point, I just kind of wanted it to end. And then it had like a whole Scooby-Doo ending, where they were like running around the tombstones. Quick, the flashlight. I just couldn't care less. I'm happy that people like it. I don't really have anything to. I feel honestly, this is like It's a Wonderful Life all over again. Like, I'm happy for y'all.
You gave that 5 stars.
Yeah, this isn't as good. I'm happy for y'all, but I don't know. Somebody else talk.
All right. So before we get into Scully's rating, our average rating is 4 out of 5 with all of our scores. Scully, we have you on the panel. You do like this movie quite a bit, so give us your thoughts on the film.
Yeah, with this average, Alex is the kid in the class who fucks up the curve because he didn't study. I'm in the same boat as Matthew. This was a movie I watched a lot as a kid. We used to watch it every year on my mom's birthday. Whenever it came on cable, it was like one of the few times I got to stay up to 11 o'clock when I was a kid. But yeah, look, I absolutely adore everything about this movie. I think what I love most about it is that when you're watching it as a kid, you focus on different things than when you're an adult. When you're a kid, you listen to, you watch the performances, and you listen to the music, and you like the puppet show they do. I'm sorry, Jack, I don't know why you get freaked out by the puppets. Maybe stop smoking when you watch movies sometimes.
I didn't.
But look, the puppets are very charming, and fuck you for that. And then when you're an adult, you buy more into the romance. You buy more into the second half of the film, and you buy more into the political undertones that Captain Von Trapp has to suffer throughout the majority of the film. It's little pieces like that when you're as a kid you ignore. When you're an adult, you're like, it makes more sense now, and your enjoyment for the film just continues to grow and grow and grow and grow. And that's what this film has been for me over the years.
This is true.
Very well said. This is one that I didn't watch at all as a child, and I saw for the first time in 2021, almost exactly 2 years ago now, and I really liked it that time around. Didn't realize all the different things all different songs that I had heard, like Do Re Mi, My Favorite Things, there was another 16 Going on 17. I had no clue that all those songs were from this movie, and getting to hear those, I was like, oh, that's what this is from. Okay, that's cool. And
Backing onto that, the songs, your enjoyment for the songs change as you get older. So like when I was a kid, my favorite songs were My Favorite Things, and were anyway, those songs. And then as an adult, I started to like The Sound of Music more, and I started to like Something Good more. And again, you just you love it the same, but you love different things. And it's one of the few films out there that does that for me.
And Edelweiss is like just always an incredible
Oh my
moment.
god! Oh my god!
Oh. So there are so many beautiful moments. I think we can go to the standout performance of this movie, and I want to put a name forward.
Can I before we
Oh,
move on to that,
yes.
we want to
Yes.
bring up
Oh.
some of my photos that
Yes.
I visited Salzburg when I was during my sophomore year of high school, and so it was just like amazing. Like I took a lot of pictures. Like this is the fountain with the horse, if you guys remember.
Mhm.
This is the Salzburg at night.
And I think the scene with the horse when like before she goes to the Von Trapp house, I think it's in that scene where in the background you can see the real Maria Von Trapp just walking as an extra. I think yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, so a fun tidbit is that she's in two scenes. She's in that scene, and then during the party, she is one of the older ladies with a tiara on her head, who's watching the children perform. So they got the real Maria Von Trapp to cameo in the film in a couple of places.
That's awesome. I wish I had known that going into the movie.
Yeah, she's like, I don't know, but she's somewhere in the foreground, like I think right next to Christopher Plummer during the kids' performance. I think that's where she is. I don't know, but she's somewhere in that scene, and she's an extra just walking behind while Maria is singing her confidence song.
Awesome.
And this is the house, the Von Trapp house.
Nice.
And then the gazebo I have also, right here.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's smaller than it looks in person, actually.
Gazebos are underrated. They're an underrated architecture piece. I think more houses should have gazebos.
That Scully. They're an underrated architecture piece is one of the widest phrases I've ever heard in my life.
No, fun fact, before I became a sports management major, I was considering being an architect as a career.
You really are Ted Mosby.
Oh, okay.
I kind of hate that, but sort of.
And this is where they go for Do Re Mi, like if you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Look at all that
And then
architecture. Ugh, fucking
Yeah. And then we were able to do, like when they're in Do Re Mi, when they're running through the garden area, and during that song, we got to do that as well, like through the arches and all that. It was really cool.
I wonder what it would be like to just live there in like an apartment, and like every day you see just a random crowd of people just running through the streets.
Yeah.
You just randomly hear like a very off key.
Like, honey, we got kids running through the street again.
Oh,
So yeah, those are some of the pictures that I have from the movie.
I love it. That's awesome. Those
That
are
is
really
awesome.
cool to see. Those are really cool to see. All right. Now, I want to put one name forward real quick for stand-up performer. I know Spence probably wants to throw who they would call, quote, daddy in here,
Well,
but
we will get to that, Jack.
But I'm going to throw in Julie Andrews as Maria for stand-up performer. I think she's fantastic in this movie.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, yeah.
There's a disagreement there.
Yeah, I think she's just incredible. Like I really love the way where like when she first arrives, like all the children like they hate her, and then all of a sudden they like grow to love her. And I think Julie Andrews just like has that charm, and like she really just pulls it off so naturally, and I really love her.
Yeah, I think my favorite parts about her performance are the comedic bits, like when he first interacts with Plummer in the house, and that genuine awkwardness she shows when just walking through the house for the first time. And I think she portrays such a, I mean, it's an awkward charm sort of, like, and then it comes back when Georg, expresses his love for her and was pointing out all these little things that she did when they first met and made him fall in love with her. So it's little bits in that performance that I think it completes the ensemble.
Mhm.
Absolutely agree. So where do we want to throw Julie Andrews here in our list?
Just go up.
How about we start
go
by
very
scrolling up?
high.
Yeah, yeah. I was just zooming in a little bit. Why the fuck did it go? Let's try this.
Man,
again.
you guys do not like the circus.
No,
Nah.
fuck the circus.
Fuck Steven Spielberg.
No, fuck you.
It's a decent
All right.
beer song.
So are
Nah,
we
keep going? Fuck Gene Kelly. Put it higher.
Up.
Hey,
Hey, yo, come on.
I would
So-
say, at least for me, like it. I don't know. Are we going all performances or just actress?
So all the performances that
Anyone
we have
on the
listed here.
list.
So right above for the pick for On the Waterfront was Carl Malden.
I would put
Casablanca.
it below On the Waterfront. Like I love this movie, but On the Waterfront has some like S tier performances all time.
That's fair. I agree. I think highest it should be is below On the Waterfront. I'd go below Ernest Borgnine personally, but
I
fine.
would put her above Malden, below Bergman.
Personally, I would put her above Malden, but I guess
Hey,
we
if you
can-
guys want to put her above Malden, I ain't gonna say no, but I mean, I'm not against it.
Okay. Let's we'll do above Malden then.
All right.
You're gonna get some
and-
really angry DMs, but you know what?
And I'll be honest, I think they both could be higher if we moved Crawford and Lawton down a couple spots.
No, Lawton should be a top 5
No.
spot.
I think the problem is genuinely of just like the way that we do this list is Lawton has like been the bar of like he's fine. Like I could put anyone over him, but then Crawford and Bergman are so good. I don't want to put anyone over them.
You make
Completely
me
disagree with that. I think
so upset.
I think Lawton is our like standard. Like
is.
Lawton
Yeah,
is our
Lawton.
like gold.
With that-
Here's the thing, Lawton should be to me as at least like 4 spots lower.
That's
Like
That's
put him below
wild.
Malden, I think it's fine.
not take. That's crack take. But okay. Lawton is incredible in Mutiny on the Bounty.
He's fine.
All-timer of a villain performance, and I don't know what you watched because it clearly wasn't the same movie. All right. What's next? Oh,
Well, actually, no. Well, so I also just wanted to shout out Christopher Plummer, who is also just he is incredible as well. But it's really hard to beat Julie Andrews in the role.
Yeah, and I think the performance again, those two incredible, but like the one I want to point out is Eleanor Parker as the Baroness. She absolutely kills it in the scenes that she has. I mean, she steps over almost everybody she shares the screen with. She is that perfect, manipulative, sexy bitch. And
you're correct.
she just owns that role, and I think and it really stands out when she's sharing the scene with Plummer and Richard Hayden, who plays Max, on the porch when they're drinking lemonade, and you see Max and Georg going back and forth about the future of Austria, and she's just sitting there in the back, just like pitting them against each other, sort of, because she really doesn't give a damn about them. All she wants is money, fame, and wealth. And I think her final scene when she realizes that the captain is in love with Maria, it's one of my favorite character turns in a movie ever, where you expect her to be one thing and she ends up being the exact opposite. Like she knows she can't stand in the way of this, so she's heartbroken, of course, but also she kind of just picks herself up and just goes back to sort of who she is before she met Georg.
Yeah.
And these are things that I didn't pick up on this watch, and it makes me want to rewatch the movie immediately.
I also really love that.
Rewatch
During like
if you sorry.
I was gonna say like the other moment where like at the ball when they're dancing with each other with when Georg and Maria are dancing. It's just
it's those little moments like that where you see tension between two characters. There's usually a third one who's just in the back, who's just soaking it all in, and then they try to like put a wedge in between those two. It's some really, really, really good acting.
Yeah, she's fantastic. Now we're gonna do a segment we haven't done in a few weeks. We'll be generous and we'll say a few weeks. I finally get to pull this intro out again. Boy!
Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Killing Nazis, the podcast where we
Punching
rank every
Nazis.
best picture winner.
Punching Nazis.
No, it's Killing Nazis. It's
Punching
it's not.
Nazis.
Punching Nazis.
No, that it was Killing Nazis. Check the episodes, but fine.
Punching
Punching
Nazis.
Guys,
Nazis.
if we say Nazis one more time, YouTube is going to take us off. So
Well,
And that's
I
how
would
you get a
not see
show
that
canceled.
coming.
Boom, we
that's how
did
I
it.
get you canceled.
We did
Well,
it in America.
Regardless, where we rank every best picture winner that has Nazis in it, based on I don't even know what the criteria is, but for some reason we started this. So where is this going? I have no
There's
clue.
that few Nazis, really?
We included
There
Gone
haven't
with
been
the Wind
a lot.
because Confederates.
I mean,
Don't
yes.
ask me. That was Coho, I think. And Spence.
How do we
I'm-
rank this?
I don't remember. It's been like 2
We
dozen
rank
weeks.
them by quality.
Quality of
Really?
hating
I
Nazis.
thought you guys ranked them by how often Nazis get punched or
Or
killed.
shit rock.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. that's
I would
right.
put
Oh.
this above Years of Our Lives, below Casablanca, because I don't think we actually see any Nazis die. They're just fucked with.
But we do see Captain Von Trapp ripping a Nazi flag, which I think
That's
counts for
true.
something.
Yeah.
True. So that
There's no
earns our
murder.
number 2 spot. Mrs.
There's
Miller
no.
is
Yeah.
the only one to help a Nazi, so that's it has to live with
But it
that.
has the greatest own of a Nazi ever. Whereas Herr Zeller, if the Nazis take over Austria, I'm sure you will be the entire trumpet section.
I love it.
How silly of me! I meant to accuse you.
That moment is fantastic. I really
Yeah.
love it.
And you can see and we'll talk about. I mean, going back to Plummer, it's moments like that where you can tell he's really having a good time, and he enjoys doing that part of the role. It was other parts where he wasn't, fully on board.
Gotta fall in love with
Mhm.
Julie Andrews. What a drag.
I think it might have been the children. But
Yeah, over.
Yeah.
I gotta be a parent. I hate this. So
All right.
stupid.
I'll close this segment out now. Boy, there we go. That hurts my throat every time I do it. Ow. I have to stop doing that. Well, good news. I don't have to do it for a while now. So yeah, with that, Sound of Music is now our number 2 in Punching Nazis, Killing Nazis. I don't know what we're calling it. But yeah, that's it for that segment. Spence, hit the song. Hello, everyone, and welcome to How Gay Was My Valley, the podcast within the podcast where we rank every best picture winner based on how gay it is. And yes, we actually do know how to rank this one. So, Spence, how gay is this movie?
remember, Spence,
I don't think
it's
it
not
really
how gay
is.
you are for this movie; it's how gay the movie is.
So I'll get to that. I don't think it's that gay. I think it's pretty
It's not.
bland.
Yeah, no,
Really,
I
I
don't-
think a 16-year-old being like, I want to marry an adult is very straight. I'd say that probably puts it pretty low. There's Nazis, so it's homophobic. But they're the villains, maybe it's pro-gay.
It's a lot. It's a lot of types of phobic.
Yeah.
Yes. This is very true. Let's find a spot for it here. My phone keeps buzzing, and I don't know why. I'll figure it out.
It's me. I'm messaging that I hate you every now and then. Just to...
Honestly, fair.
I mean,
So it's below Casablanca because what's his face exists.
Peter Lorre.
All
Yeah,
right.
Peter Lorre is gay. Like that's my headcanon.
I mean, as long as it's not.
I would say put it right below Casablanca because it's not quite homophobic because it is anti-Nazi, but a lot of it's very straight.
Mhm,
I
yeah.
say in that case we go below From Here to Eternity because there's it's about a bunch of military men on a military base, although there's a lot of women there.
Yeah, but this one is like
just-
explicitly like, let's get married and raise a family that I already have. Like,
This is
Yeah,
fair.
I'd say putting below from here to eternity is fine.
yeah.
Fine. Yeah. This Yeah. Okay.
Cool. From
Like
here to
around here, it like doesn't make too much of a difference. It's only when it's like really gay where like we
Yeah.
can like differentiate.
really unintentionally gay, like
We should start
Grand
adding
Hotel.
notes to these, by the way, about
Oh,
why.
do you really want me to add the words "gay incest" to Grand Hotel? No, I don't think you do. So let's
Hey,
just leave the notes.
I didn't do
up.
the casting for that movie. You didn't do the casting for that movie. Someone did the casting for that movie, and they were like, "Let's cast brothers, but let's make them stand within like."
So
lip reaching
now that
distance."
we finished the
Yeah.
now that we finished the gay segment, can I introduce a new segment to the podcast?
You can pitch a new segment to this podcast.
All right, Matthew, are you ready for the song?
Hit the song.
Welcome to Daddy Watch.
Oh, no.
We're gonna be talking about the daddies in Best Picture winners. Episode 1, Georg von Trapp.
I did say you can pitch. I didn't say you can start.
Matthew, daddy or no
26
daddy?
minutes and
Segment.
26 seconds.
Plumber is daddy.
That's how
Thank
long
you.
it took.
Daddy.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Jack, Georg von Trapp, daddy or no daddy?
No. 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 No.
You are making me want to die.
No.
Okay.
This segment is
No.
not happening.
No.
Christopher Plummer is daddy. I need this on the record.
No.
There
Yes,
are very few
Christopher
men
Plummer,
on film
sure,
more
sure.
attractive than Georg von Trapp.
Sure.
He makes
Mhm.
nagging look good, which is very difficult.
No.
Might I inquire further?
No.
Can you give me specific
No.
physical
No.
or emotional features
No.
that make him
He has a
daddy?
very
No.
nice face.
That way we can establish criteria for there even
He
being a
looks-
reason to have this segment
he
on future shows.
No, hang on, Spence. He looks like he's going out for a porn parody of Mr. Fantastic. Like he is not hot.
Okay,
He's
but
not
do you know how
hot.
strong you have to be to like just rip a flag in half with like no like pre-tear? That's pretty
He's
strong.
not hot. That's not hot. He's
That's
not
hot.
He's also mean in a fun
Ripping a
way.
Nazi
Like, I
flag
feel
is
like
hot.
he's
This,
going
by the way,
to
everybody at
into
home,
it.
this is what Spence finds attractive. God, use that whistle at me. God, run this house like a military. Oh my
Alex,
God,
Alex,
this is
If he wanted to blow my flute, I'd let him.
okay. Listen, that is a brave thing to say during the German occupation. That is a very brave thing to say. I'm shutting the segment down. I don't know if we have the votes for it, but we're not doing this one.
do
It's
not have
2-2.
the vote.
Coho, come on, break the tie.
We're
You
not.
don't have the votes.
Coho would
You
rather
don't
sit
have
on.
the votes.
Coho would rather snort fiberglass
don't have
than
the
sit
vote.
through this segment.
I'm pretty sure Coho actually pitched How Gay Was My Valley, or he was like a big proponent
That
of
may
it. So I
be true.
believe. I think he's
Yeah,
okay with some gay shit.
I think Coho did pitch that, and you hopped right on board with that.
Yeah. So come on, Coho, get on the daddy train. Get on daddy's train.
I'm just gonna do everyone a favor and mute you as we move on to the next one. Matthew, hit the song.
Asian.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to $1 Million Racist. That intro never fails to make me chuckle. Where we rank how racist is every Best Picture winner. Alex, how racist is The Sound of Music?
It's not as racist as you think with the amount of Nazis that are in it.
It's
There's not really a
anti-Nazi.
single. There's not really a single person of color in this movie.
No,
Yeah,
it's
like
anti-racist,
on the waterfront.
but it's also
racist.
like
It's like on
Yeah.
the waterfront racist of
It's like it's against Nazis.
it's against Nazis.
it's against
But
Nazis,
also-
but it's white people telling the story.
But also, Captain Von Trapp, you should totally be a Nazi. It would be really cool if you
No,
could just Nazi
no,
up for like a minute.
No,
If they
no,
catch you, just say
No.
that you were following orders. Just
no, no.
you'll get away with
Got
it.
a whole 1961 movie about how that's bad. We're gonna move right past that.
Yeah. Watch Judgment at Nuremberg, I guess. All right. Let's
Okay,
rank
so here I would say we put it high, but put it low on the rank of anti-Nazi movies.
Yeah.
No, Jack, keep it going. Keep it going.
Man,
movie is-
I'm trying to make sense of what you just said to me.
It is anti-Nazi, but it's also like not the best about it. Keep it going. Higher.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's
because
going
some
Some
of
of
these
it's pro-Nazi. It's going above.
more racist elements.
Oh wait, no,
this
this,
is,
wait, no,
this is
okay.
lower. It should be on the lower
Yeah,
end.
sorry.
Right? Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Bottom.
thank you.
I was very confused.
Yeah, so was I. Where are we
Okay,
putting
so where's the anti-Nazi
I
stuff started?
think- Wait,
Go to the very bottom again.
Holy shit! Someone was backstage, and I don't know. who-
Alex just switched to shit.
where's
Oh,
Alex?
Yeah, so I would say put it second to last.
We went through all that. Okay.
I misunderstood the assignment.
Yes, you did. I think tearing a Nazi flag in half gets you pretty low on this
Yeah.
list.
I agree. I think that's a good placement.
All right. Any objections from Alex or
Not
Scully?
really. I mean, it just doesn't.
look, man, I'm a straight white guy. I don't think I have a say in this one.
From the south too. You got no ground.
All right, and with that, we've got a new second to last place movie there. So good job, Sound of
The
Music.
Lost
You're
Weekend
pretty
is, I think,
anti-racist.
the bottom 10 racist. Or anti-racist.
I don't know.
Matthew.
Matthew, close this out.
Asian.
All right, we have no Louis Jourdain awards to give out today. We have no Tom Jones Worst Ensemble awards to give out today.
So I think Alex wants to nominate something.
I
No,
hate. Okay, you know what? I won't. That's
He's
fine.
up.
No, go ahead. We like conflict on the show.
I will just say that child actors got a lot better as time went on.
I'll give you Liesel. I think Liesel is a little obnoxious, but I also think most 5-year-olds are.
Yeah.
Okay, well, she was also in love with Christopher Plummer for the majority of the film span, so
I mean, same.
much like you. So you
Yeah.
can relate to her in that way. Like, here's the thing. I would say that the 3 oldest kids are pretty boring,
We're fine.
but the rest of them I think have legitimately very charming.
Yeah, like when they're all scared of the thunderstorm, I just like really like that scene where they.
I think I think Kurt is like in contention for best Von Trapp kid. That kid's fucking hysterical.
And like when they first sing "So Long Farewell," like that's just a scene that always sticks in my mind.
Oh, you want to talk about a scene that annoyed the fuck out of Alex?
No. The scene is fine. What I'm thinking of is if I were sat there at someone's party and the kids were like, the kids want to say goodnight, and they come out with a 4-minute like song, I'd be like, wrap it up.
Here's the thing.
You're off pitch.
Honestly, I don't disagree with Alex because remember, this is right before dinner.
Yeah.
This is right before dinner. So imagine if you're starving and then some like 7 kids start singing a song for 5 minutes. I'm gonna be looking at my watch the entire time.
It's the equivalent of someone walking into your house and trying to say grace, and it goes on for like 20 minutes. And it's like, I'm hungry. Like, what are we waiting on?
Lord, baby Jesus. I'm there and you're.
He's a grown man with a beer.
I like to think about Jesus in a tuxedo T-shirt.
Oh, good Lord.
What
All
else have
right.
you got?
We don't got no more segments, so let's rank this movie.
Hell yeah!
Where
Number
are
one.
we?
Oh no, we got one more segment.
Do you guys
What?
have a what?
We do.
I feel like we have one more.
We do.
Yeah,
But that-
Alex, hit the song.
God.
Oh, right.
Highway to the danger zone.
All right.
Welcome. Oh, Alex, you moved. So there we go. Welcome back to Hold My Hand. Is it better than Top Gun Maverick? Whatever we're calling it. We ask the question: is this movie better than Top Gun Maverick? And will this segment need to be retired in March? Maybe.
No.
Probably not. Hopefully not. Because
It's not winning, so-
picture.
I'll
but
say
whatever.
everything that's better than Top Gun Maverick is better than everything ever all at once.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that day is
This is
today.
better than
I'm
Top
being
Gun
held
Maverick.
against
Yes.
my will. Bar send help.
Yeah. Hello, Bar. Good to see you again.
So, is it better than Top Gun Maverick? Matthew,
no,
Yes.
no.
Alex,
What?
is Sound of Music better than Top Gun Maverick?
No.
Jack was the
I
swing vote.
say yes. So it's tied. Gonna call.
Okay, well, I'll break the tie and say no.
Fuck.
Damn, I honestly had no idea how you were gonna vote.
I think it's
with
5 versus
that,
4.5.
we have come to a decision that The Sound of Music is not, in fact, better than maybe future Best Picture winner Top Gun Maverick,
But not actually, because
Yeah, but not actually.
but not actually, because it's not going to win because The Fablemans deserves it. But anyway,
It's not
Oh,
probably
Fableman's
not
not winning
gonna
Best Picture.
Fableman?
That's also not gonna win.
I know. Let me dream. So
I can
let's.
dream, Harold.
I can dream. Harold.
So where are we putting Sound of Music?
Above American in Paris.
To the top.
That's my line.
What is it? What is it with you in An American in Paris?
It's bad.
It's
That's not
really not.
I would say put it below Casablanca.
Yeah, what's above Casablanca?
I said below Casablanca.
I want to see the options. I would.
Yeah, betray West Side Story.
Hey, I would say let's put it at
betray
number
West
two.
Side Story.
I'd say put it at number
Please.
2.
Whoa.
This is my number one. So
No, I said the. You see, I like it. I like It Happened One Night more, but
I would be willing to compromise. I am willing to have it below It Happened One Night because I haven't seen It Happen One Night, and I'm willing to give it the benefit of the doubt. So I'm okay with number 7.
Keep in mind, this is gonna be in like my 20s.
So hear me out.
Yes, but we're not talking to you right now.
I know.
So-
That's. I'm just
so-
saying.
So Jack, hear me out. And Bar just backed it up for me. Wouldn't it make everyone mad if we called this the best musical to win Best Picture?
I would be.
No.
because it is.
I think it'd be really funny, and I think we should back that up and put it right above West Side Story and no higher.
I'm game.
Yeah.
I'm game.
Let's do it. Yeah.
fine. That's 3 votes.
Let's roll the dice.
Yes! Yes!
Yeah,
I do
okay,
nothing
did.
but make our lone viewer mad.
All right, with that, we have a new movie in the top 5, and what is the opinion of this panel apparently is the best musical to ever win Best Picture. That is a hell of a take,
This is
and
true.
I do not support it.
This is true.
Here's the fun fact.
Or
Jack.
it's in my 20s. I don't know what you want from me. I don't know
So
what you want.
Jack, so
I don't
actually,
have
so,
voting
so
power
when we
on
get to the
this.
end of the show, The Sound of Music will only be the second best musical to win Best Picture.
I'll be honest. I'd rather watch the Sun.
This
No.
This is
watch
not
No.
true,
West Side
though.
Story.
That is not true.
If-
I
I'd
cannot
really
be on your
rather
side.
watch
Bravo
West
makes
Story.
it that high. I quit.
I can't. I won't be on that side. I'm Sound of Music. Is my music to win that.
Oh, but imagine.
No,
me.
I'd rather not. All right. With that, we have one more thing to do before we wrap the show up, and I believe Matthew has a movie for this segment here.
Extra credit!
Yeah.
Welcome to Extra Credit, Matthew. What did you watch?
I watched Dr. Zhivago. And
Oh,
it-
wonderful! The other 3-hour movie nominated for Best Picture this year.
Is it only
3
3
hours?
hours?
17
Is it
minutes.
Only 3 hours.
3 hours, 17 minutes. And it is okay. I think it's David Lean. So his direction, like I think it looks gorgeous. It has like all of that, very similar to Lawrence of Arabia. I do find the story a little bit more compelling though, even if it's a little bit messy and doesn't really invoke much emotion out of the characters for me. But I do think like the technical elements have to like at least bring it up to a positive rating. So bring up the list.
All right. How high above Wilson is it going? 'Cause fuck that movie.
Wilson.
Where are we going?
Let's just put
Honestly,
it.
that's what you should name this segment. Is not extra credit. It's just Tom Hanks saying Wilson.
Below Cleopatra is good. That's
Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. And above For Whom the Bell Tolls.
I was not a big fan for whom the bell tolls.
I did rather enjoy that film. So with that, Dr. Zhivago just misses out on the top 50 spot at number 55. We've
Wait,
watched
where the fuck is Mary Poppins?
I don't know. Where did we?
Like it was in the fifth. Why is Maltese fucking? I'm fucking mad. That is so low. Holy, actually, because fucking Citizen Kane is a blocker. Just fucking Coho.
That was when Coho was still on the show.
Oh yeah,
Or the channel.
We'll close this.
Extra credit.
Okay, so
Oh no, he's gone silent. Well, I guess we'll just. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out to picture this. Another awful episode is in the books. I want to thank our very special guest, Scully. It was a real. Oh,
okay,
I'm gonna wrap up the show, Jack, because you're kind of glitching in and out.
just a minute. Just one sec. I think I'm back at this point.
It's just you're glitching out.
Okay,
You're in the
so
tunnel.
Jack, spiders.
I'll kill you. Scully. I will sneak into the States, go down to Georgia, wherever the fuck you are, and
You're
I
not
will
making
shoot
it past
you.
the state line, pal. Calm down.
Probably true.
There's
anyway,
one on the side of your haircut.
So yeah, just want to say regarding the fact that Coho hasn't been on the show at all this year yet, we will be changing the time we do this show.
Oh, I didn't know this.
I can't remember the time we agreed
Did we
upon, but
Did we talk about a time? Did we decide?
Yeah, I
on a
wasn't
time?
told anything about this.
I was not informed of this.
We
Yes,
never decided
were-
on a time.
we were all
we
on
mentioned
call
that we-
together. We were
Nope.
all on call together.
That sounds
during-
crazy, Jack. You're acting
Jack,
crazy.
Nope.
Even
You're,
the spiders think you're crazy.
I don't think that's true.
Jack, you were probably high and you like just dreamt this up.
I
or something.
don't think this is true.
We
You're
had
inside
never
the walls,
talked about
Jack.
it.
You're inside the
at the time.
walls.
Every
Regardless-
single one of us is rebelling
regardless-
against this idea.
Regardless, we will be changing the time of the show because Coho can no longer make the show at the time because of his work hours. So, with that, so
We'll make an
stay
announcement
tuned.
for-
We'll make an announcement on the Facebook page. So, I guess coming soon.
I think the spiders got to him.
Fuck me. Okay. Where's the fucking banner? There it is. Next, A Man for All Seasons. Then In the Heat of the Night. Very excited for that one. And then later, Oliver. That was
Can't
painless.
see
Pizza,
back
man,
in
have
35
some more.
weeks.
Is there any extra credit next week that we need to watch? Or at least me,
Mm.
the only person who watches extra credit now.
Well, here's the
I have
thing.
time now, hopefully.
I'll be watching Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf next week. Actually,
That's
which
true.
lines up
We can talk about
perfectly. The Russians are coming. The Russians are coming. Sounds interesting, and it's a Norman Jewison movie.
I've
so I'm
heard
gonna
good
that.
things about the Sand and Pebbles, and then Alfie is like big.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the week after that, In the Heat of the Night won Best Picture, and Bonnie and Clyde, Dr. Dolittle, The Graduate, and Guess Who's Coming to Dinner were all nominated.
I should
and
rewatch Bonnie.
That's a big year, yeah.
Please
That was a
watch Guess Who's
huge-
Coming to Dinner. It's fantastic.
It is fantastic. I'm excited for that. No, Spence, shut up. And then Oliver, The Lion in Winter, Romeo and Juliet, Funny Girl, and Rachel.
Do
all
not
lost
watch
their
Romeo and
Picture.
Juliet. Do not watch Romeo and
That is
Juliet.
illegal. We should
You'll be
not
put on a
ever
watch
watch
list.
it.
Much like everyone here, you will be on a watch list.
With that, thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.
I do wish we could chat longer, but I'm having an old friend for dinner. Bye.
Make Daddy Watch happen. You know you want it.
I
Call
hate
in,
you,
leave
Beth.
voicemail.